Hello creatives, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I am at the gallery today for the full moon in Aquarius. It's happening on the 22nd of August, which is also the last day of Leo season. So we'll look to this full moon for a reflection of where we have grown in our courage and strength and our own unique creative callings. Jupiter is also playing a beautifully supportive role as well. It'll be helping us expand our thinking and our own unique truths and heightening our self-knowledge in a joyful way. So this reading will be about making the most of whatever this full moon brings your way. So go ahead and pick a pile of sea glass, 1, 2, and 3. And I will be right back with the readings. You'll find them in the description box below, the timestamps. All right, see you on the other side. Okay, sea glass pile number 1. We pulled the 5 of diamonds for you. So the 5 of diamonds, that encompasses Jupiter energy and Earth energy. So Jupiter is here playing a beautifully supportive role for you at this time. It's helping us to expand our thinking and our unique truths and our self-knowledge around our skills, our talents, and our finding value in things. This is about an abundance of opportunity to figure out what it is that's working for you at this time. Really nice energy. So it also represents the justice energy in the major arcana. So yeah, that's going to help too, because you're really going to be able to feel what is working and what doesn't work. All very helpful at this time. So next we pulled the moon card, which you got. The answers you need are coming. This is the full moon in Gemini, and it speaks about the importance of speaking your truth, which is also around this Leo energy for the moon in Aquarius. It is all about truth. So another really nice supporting card here. It cautions around remembering that your words have consequences and that there is an impact on your listener. So you could take that as in your art as well. So whatever it is that you are creating at this time needs to be straight from your heart and your heartfelt truth. That's super important, because if you can do that, if you can pour yourself, your emotional self into your art at this time, it is going to speak volumes for your audience. Just really great. It is like your words are a magic wand. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. Really beautiful. So what's gonna help with that? Well, we got the child nature card. So the light attributes here are all about being one with nature. This is a friendship with animals. It is watching and being able to understand a communication with nature's spirit, which is just really primal. There's no other way to put it. They are out there just living in the moment and being very primal. So it's also this consciousness is unfolding, right? It is a new way of awakening to your surroundings and doing that with patience, because that's another thing about the 5s. You really got to have a lot of patience. You've got to enjoy the journey. So it's also cautioning that to just be very kind and be aware that not everyone is at the same energy levels. This is a an awareness that's, well, it's not a destination, but it's rather a continued journey, right? With room for all to walk on their own paths. So even if they're not really getting what you're doing as art, as long as you do, and as long as it is coming from that deep truth that's only yours, then that is where you need to be. You can work it through, that's also a lifestyle of an artist. You never stop moving. There's always something new to bring into your art. Okay, so the next card that we pulled was the Moon card. So the Moon card is also transformational. This is about a time of metamorphosis. It's about being aware of your shadow self and the lessons that you have learned within. So the card's reminding you that stay out of the fear. The fear is an illusion, and that you may need to purge any negativity that you might be tapping into your inner awareness and around. So you want to stay in that self-empathy as well. But to be very clear, listen to your intuition. Try to divine what's an illusion and what's real, right? It's that trial and error. You're working it through. So you'll feel it. You'll know it. It is right there in your subconscious. So I've got 2 more cards for you. This is the Starseed card, which I think is just really cool. It's got these big, beautiful eyes. I don't know if you can see that right there. Sorry about that reflection. There it is. Interesting, isn't it? And it says, right, intuition. Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. Perfect for this reading. Right there. And then from the Magic. This is Wishcraft. I love these little cards. So first you get this really beautiful, rainbowy, just lovely, isn't it? And it says, bake magic cookies. I can give good things to myself and others. Wow, I'm sure positive that you can. All right, well, I hope this resonates and makes you feel good. And okay. I'm going to go move on to pile number 2. So I hope you enjoyed, and as always, happy creating. Okay, sea glass pile number 2. This is the 9 of diamonds. This is K2 energy. It's earth energy. Diamonds are earth and 9s are K2. So this is about being time to see a preconceived conclusion of a value of something. So it's time to connect also with tolerance and acceptance of your efforts to manifest, right? Time to see how you can give in order to receive. What Source deems is fair value of your manifesting. So it's time to let go of something and let Source bring something new in. This is one of the most intuitive cards. So it is very able to channel abundance. It's able to release from the self-made preconceived matrix. So you have brought something with you into this life that you swear by, some preconceived idea about a value because of the diamonds, and it's time to let that go and let something new take its place. So and in the best way possible, it's an opportunity to connect ego and soul over realizing the partnership between giving and receiving. It is grounded manifestation. Really lovely card. So, okay, it is also the Fool energy in the major arcana. That is what it relates to. So, it's looking at things with a fresh way of thinking. So, out with the old way of thinking and in with the new way of thinking. Giving to receive and intuitively seeing the wabi-sabi in people, places, and things, their pros and their cons, the good stuff, the bad stuff, the rich stuff. It's all rich. It's all beautiful, rich fodder to bring in a new idea and way of looking at something. Whew. Okay. So, what did you get for a moon card? A fiery climax approaches. This is the full moon in Aries. So it's about treading lightly. It's about wondering or looking back to see if you've handled a situation sensitively enough, because it guards against acting rash or stepping on toes, or just being able to accept on some level that you create your own situations, which of course you can create your way around them, over them, through them as well. So yeah, it's about possibly being challenged with a fiery situation. That's Aries energy, right? So the thing to remember, to be kind, to be nice, right? Polite, and understand yourself so well, thinking of the Nine of Diamonds, that you can navigate the situation to where you want it to be, and you can do that with all the empathy that you need to be able to do it, because you know we are all on the same path in different degrees. So yeah, it's nothing wrong with being assertive. Of course, it's good, but just don't ride roughshod over anyone. Don't push. Allow them to do what they need to do, but stay in your own goodness, your richness. Okay, so for the archetype card, we pulled the Hermit. This is just so 9 energy. It is the black 9's energy, actually, the Hermit card is, but it still is that K2 way of thinking. It is just being able to contemplate and get into this great sense of who you are, and being able to look at your own wabi-sabi light and shadow sides and make your peace with it. Bring something new out of it, because it's all about withdrawing long enough to be able to focus intently on your own inner life, okay? So it's devoting to all of your energy to a creative work or a spiritual practice, and being able to embody that, really like just get so into it, okay? And to stay out of the fear, right? Because fear isn't very helpful. If this is about not worrying about that, it is about you just being in your own goodness, your own stuff, and figuring it out, letting go of what's not working, and bringing in, letting Source bring in for you what will work. So yeah, just seek that. Easier said than done, for sure. But okay, there you are. Yeah, and so what else do we have for you? The Artist card. Gotta love that. This is you being that open vessel ready to receive. You have done the work. This card is about how opening to your own self-knowledge is invaluable because it allows you to set aside all of the distractions that could distract, right? And being able to get into that hermit zone and that understanding about that wabi-sabi giving and receiving, which can be about giving up what's not working for you, and being able to make your peace with that, right? Not to be so locked into having things be a certain way. This is about you understanding you enough to allow change to happen. And it looks like you are ready for it because the artist card is the visionary card. It's an interpreter card as well. So you can interpret your own self, right? Don't get mad at yourself, so what? If it's you've recognized it, so realize that you can of course understand that maybe it makes you uncomfortable or that you're angry with yourself for not thinking of it sooner or seeing it sooner. But let that go because that's not going to do you any good. It's nice to know where you're springing off from, but it's even nicer to understand where your next footing is. So that is where you're at. Gotta love it. So I also got from the Starseed, Free Spirit. So this is the other side. Look how airy and beautiful and light that looks. And it says, to be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. Yes. Lovely, lovely message there. And then from the Wishcraft, because why not? We're going to bring in a little magic. It is, what is that? Oh, it's the crown. The crown. Whew. I am a good leader. And with this message, a good leader of self. Very nice, pile number 2. I hope it resonates in some way. It's always good food for thought. And as always, happy creating. Okay, sea glass pile number 3. We got the 5 of Hearts. Now this again is Jupiter energy. So Jupiter is here to play a beautifully supportive role for you. This is helping you expand your thinking and your own unique truths and heightening your self-knowledge in a very powerful and joyful way. So it is where there's a will, there's a way. And this is about you being comfortable or uncomfortable with your emotional self at this time. It's meeting an emotional challenge, working it through, trial and error, learning more about yourself, being able to take that knowledge and channel it into a new and improved, better you. Newer, better, loud, proud you. It's wearing that hat that you know is yours. It's flying that freak flag, and it's doing it through trial and error. Yep. So it's not all going to go well, but you're going to be able to glean those nuggets from what doesn't feel right and be able to move on and find that thing that works. Now we're talking about emotions. We're talking about water energy. This is also the Justice card in the Major Arcana. So it's about finding that truth within yourself, This is the Aquarius new moon, full moon, sorry. So that is all about finding your truth. And yeah, this is Leo season. So it's your last day of Leo season. That is a reflection of the sun. That is you. It's at its fullest. Oh, this is just so beautiful for you. You are so coming in to your own. Oh, just love this. So you're going to make that ultimate connection to self, to find that ultimate emotional fulfillment. Beautiful. So yeah, keep at it. Keep that energy high and find joy and make it fun, because why not? There's no reason not to. If you can think of one good reason not to, let me know. But and if you do, then maybe take it slow. Take it easy. Bring just the little bits in, a little bit to a time. If you're running up against some blocks, or from inside your own self or from the outside world, then just do what's comfortable. There's a lot of free will out there, so you can be you in your own good time. But Source is listening and is going to bring that further knowledge that you need at this time for you. Just love this. Next, for the moon cards, you got full moon and Aquarius. Right? I mean, that's what it is. There you are. Show the world the real you. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, so this is be yourself. Everyone else is taken. So no matter how tough it is or how difficult being able to do that and show that, you can do it in little ways. You can bring this into your daily life of who you are bit by bit. It's sort of saying that same thing, okay? It is about finding the importance to allow your life to unfold and progress the way that it needs to do. It can seem frightening sometimes, but if you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that it's your unique characteristics are what make you special. So you can do that anyway. You don't have to dress the part to act the part, right? You can be the part and be whoever you are. It's going to come out anyway. It just does. So be aware and follow your heart. I think that that is really good advice. Okay, so what did we get for the archetype cards? Well, of course, it's the alchemist. This is like being a wizard or a magician, a scientist, an inventor. It is visionary. Just love this. It's about, producing results outside of the ordinary. So you can be living this perfectly ordinary life and be able to bring the unordinary in. It enhances your powers, and it is about being respectful of your knowledge and being able to maneuver that world without falling into that shadowy side of being unethical for yourself or to others. So, yeah. And to do it not on the secret, because that could be the shadow side of feeling superiority around it, or superior to others. So yeah, just bring it out the best way that you possibly can to stay safe, but to also allow yourself what you need to be you. Because this is definitely Leo season, Aquarius full moon. It is helping. It's Source helping you best she can, or it can. Okay, so you got the Devil card as well from the tarot. So the Devil card talks about knowing your constraints, knowing what problems are at hand, but that you're not illusionary about it. You want to be very clear about what's helping, what's not helping, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what the entrapments are, and understanding those and how not to let those rule your life. So stay out of the addictions, out of the obsessions, out of the need for control, but also to find that freedom and that awareness and even a vulnerability in knowing that shadow side of yourself so that you can bring that into a balance for you. Oh, love this. Okay, so I pulled 2 more cards. This is the Starseed card, and you got Truth. Don't you love it? It is see your light, know your power, and have the courage to walk your truth in whatever degree, whatever amount, whatever is comfortable for you to do at this time. Just bring it in a little closer. Ah, just beautiful. The other side of this is really beautiful too. Looks like the dawning, right? The age of Aquarius. All right, so that's Truth. And then I got this Wishcraft card. And this one says, Random Acts of Kindness. I am kind and I can show others kindness. Look at that. Kitty cat. So yeah. Always, right? Always with the kindness and the empathy. Random acts of kindness. It's one of my favorite slogans. Okay, well, I hope this resonates. I hope you bring in the real you and are able to get to that place where your little light shines as bright as you can allow it to shine at this time. Good luck to you. And best of luck. You can bring that into your art. It is going to be absolutely amazing. Whew. All right, as always, happy creating.